This video is going to go through how to add your logo into your design. So we're going to start with pulling up that picture. So here's my picture I want to edit. I still haven't done my editing yet. It's just like a raw photo, like unedited version, my straight out of camera. So I'm going to get the logo in there, and then I can go in and do my editing afterwards. So I'm going to go File. I'm going to do File, Open in Place. So I'm in Photopea right now. It's going to be similar in Photoshop, except you're going to do Place Embedded. And then, so I'm going to find my logo. Here's the one I'm going to use. And I'm just going to place it. So I'm going to press Enter. It's got like the transform box around, so you could change the size if you wanted to or rotate it. But I'm just going to press Enter. Now, once I have this, I don't need the white box around there. I want it to look like it's actually, integrated with the photo. So you're going to think how it makes sense for your edit or your logo, whatever you're looking at, how to select it. In this case, mine is black and white. So this would work really well with the magic wand. So I'm going to find the magic wand. I'm going to click on the white part, the background, and that did a pretty good job overall. It missed it just a little bit. So I'm going to make sure I'm on the Add to, okay, so the Unite. Otherwise, if I'm on this one, it'll just take away my current selection. So I'm going to do the Unite or the Add to if you're in Photoshop. I'm just going to get those little spots. Now, whenever you do a selection, we want to mask out the background. So we just have the words in there, Sharpie in this case. Whenever you do a mask, you want to select what you want to keep. So if I went to the mask right here, it wouldn't keep the black part, which is, you know what, actually, Control D, I'm going to take that off. I'm going to do the Move tool. That is actually kind of cool. Maybe that makes sense to create a logo that way, especially if you're seeing like a lot of color coming through. That might be really cool. In this case, it doesn't make sense. So I'm going to undo that. And I'm going to do Select Inverse. And that inversed it. So, oops, I didn't go back far enough. We want to undo that mask. Now we're going to do Select Inverse. Great. So now when I do my mask, then it's going to be just around the Sharpie. Okay. When I did this in Photoshop, it was just a little bit cleaner. In this case, I might have to go in and clean up those edges a little bit, which means that I'm going to double click on the mask, and I could maybe feather the edge just a little bit and see if I can soften that. Oop, too much. So it's not so rough around that edge. Okay, that looks better. Now I'm getting a little bit of edge there. So this is when I could make sure I'm clicked in my mask. I want to mask out this white that started to come through. And whenever we mask out, we're using black. So I've got my black up here. If you don't see that, you can just click the little tiny black and white squares and then switch them. Then we'll do the paintbrush. I'm going to use the bracket key. So to the right of the letter P on my keyboard is my bracket key. I can just come and paint. This is just a tiny bit slow, but I can paint all along here. And I can get rid of that. Okay, so use that masking, that feather. Just be careful not to feather it too much, but that might help even it out a little bit more. All right, so I got rid of that border. Now I took a little bit too much of the S off, so I want to switch this so that the white is in front. So now I can just click over. White is going to, do too much. So rather than doing that, I'll just go back a step. And then I'm going to go and just clean that up. So just watch your edges as you do this. And then think about your placement. So I'm going to use the Move tool and I'll move it around. Maybe it's going to go here. Maybe it's going to go up in this corner. So think about placement and balance. And then you'll save this.